guys! Long time no see. It's been a while, so I thought I'd do a little update video to start out the new year. I'm actually at my parents' house, dropping by to take care of the cat while they are out of town. Come here. Come on. This is Nessa Rose. She's the prettiest kitty in the whole world. Yeah? Oh yeah. She's also starved for attention. Say hi. So I haven't really been around much since I posted my Preptober videos back in October. I got really caught up in NaNoWriMo, which is totally fine because I won. Hey, that's my first update. I won NaNoWriMo. This person right here won NaNoWriMo. It was my first time doing NaNoWriMo and it was tough, but it was great. I mean, it really got me back into writing and taught me that I can write fast when I really try. So the manuscript that I worked on for NaNoWriMo was actually one that I started back in March of 2018 and had worked on pretty consistently for a few months, and then my consistency kind of fell off. So NaNoWriMo was a really great opportunity for me to jump back in and get a lot done. Now, I'm not finished yet. My manuscript is a little more than 100,000 words now, which is great, but I would say in terms of story, I'm about 85% done. So I still have some work to do. Originally, my plan was to push myself to finish it in December before the end of the year, but with the holidays and traveling and everything, I eventually realized it just wasn't going to happen, and setting the arbitrary deadline as the end of the year really wasn't necessary. So I decided to put it aside so I could enjoy time with my family over the holidays, and now it is January and I am ready to get back in. So look out for some writing vlogs soon. If all goes as planned, this first draft of the manuscript will be done by the end of January. Not that it's gonna be in good shape at that point, because damn, it's messy. But that's kind of what fast drafting does, I guess. Whatever, I can fix it later. Next update is that towards the end of the year, last year, I reached 100 subscribers. Woohoo! Yeah! So that's pretty cool. And a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't, well, now's your chance. Right down there. Trust me, you're gonna want to, because I have a lot of stuff planned for this year. So in order to celebrate my first 100 subscribers, I've decided to do a Q&A. So if you want to ask me a question, whether it be about books or writing or roller derby or keeping reptiles as pets or competing in strongwoman, you ask a question and I will answer it. Go ahead and comment down below with your question, or you can find me on Twitter at INKNOTBLOOD and ask me a question there. On to the next update. I have a new job. A new job? What kind? OMG, the best kind. So at the beginning of last year, I declared that 2018 would be the year that I would get shit done. And you know what? I'm pretty proud of myself because I really did that. One of my personal goals was to actually take steps towards having a career that I really care about and feel really passionately about. I do currently work professionally as a writer, but it's not the kind of writing that I feel passionately about or that I even really find fulfilling. What I really want to do, in addition to eventually becoming a published author, is do some work in professional editing. So the exciting news is that I recently got a gig working as a part-time editor for a publishing company. So in this position, I'm going to be evaluating and editing full-length book manuscripts. So far, it's great, and I really can't wait to work with more writers and expand my editing experience. The one downside is that since I'll essentially be reading books for work, my personal reading time is probably gonna suffer. I'm still trying to make reading books that I want to read a priority, but I do think that there's a chance that it'll affect how many books I'm able to read in 2019. It's a bummer, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So those are the updates that I have for now, but I also wanted to share with you some of my New Year's resolution type goals that I have for 2019. Oh no, I just realized that this is all crooked. That's gonna bug the crap out of me when I'm editing. I know nobody cares, but it's gonna be hard to look at. So I've got a ton of goals for 2019. I don't know if you have one of these bad boys, but this is a lifesaver when it comes to setting, working towards, and reaching goals. It's a passion planner. This is the third year that I've been using one, and I love it. My January is all set. I am ready to go, and I'll share some of my goals with you right now. Reading. I want to try to read 100 books this year. Now, a year ago, I would have thought that that was insane. And I mean, that's a lot of books. It is kind of insane. But in 2018, I actually ended up reading 78 books. Thank you, audiobooks. So to stretch it out to 100 seems feasible. I'm gonna kind of feel out how it goes with my editing gig, and from there I'll probably make a decision as to whether those full-length book manuscripts count as reading books towards my 100-book goal. Second, I'm not allowed to buy any more books. I guess I should clarify because that is a little misleading. So this is a goal based on how I want to handle my finances. So having books is not the problem, it's the spending money on the books that is. So if I go to a thrift store and pick up a book for 25 cents, $1, $2, that's okay. I'm not worried about that. But for the time being, I have a ban on buying any new books. Now I have 3 exceptions, and those are 3 pre-orders that I am super stoked for the beginning of 2019. And they are Slayer by Kirsten White, which comes out on January 8th. You guys, I love Buffy. There is no way that I'm not getting my hands on that book the second it comes out and reading it immediately. Let me tell you, I am so excited. Buffy fans out there, any of you? You. I know you're excited. Come on, let's do it. I'm gonna need somebody to talk to about this book. Next on the exceptions list is Blood Witch by Susan Dennard. A huge thank you to Vendy at Caught Between Pages because she's the one who turned me on to the Witchlands, and I love them. You guys, this series is so good. If you like magic and friendships and team-ups, I mean, what are you doing? Go read the Witchlands right now. Blood Witch comes out on February 12th. And finally, I'm allowed to buy We Set the Dark on Fire by Taylor K. Magia. This is an author who has a short story in the Toil and Trouble anthology, which I read and immediately fell in love with. I love her voice, I love her characterization, I loved the way she treated magic in her story. As soon as I read that short story and found out she was publishing a full-length book, I went out and I pre-ordered it. Oh yeah, I'm getting that the second it comes out. After I read these books, I'm sure I'll update you guys right here. Let's move on to writing goals. The first goal I've already mentioned, which is to finish the first draft of the work in progress I have, which I'm calling Artemis. Yeah, I'm setting this as a goal for 2019, but this draft will be done in January. It better be. I also want to do NaNoWriMo a second time, and win, obviously. Plus, I think I'd like to set an overall word count goal for the year. So I'm gonna go with 200,000 words, because that seems pretty doable. Between finishing Artemis and doing a second round of NaNoWriMo, 200K seems like an attainable goal. Plus, I like having a goal that's measurable and trackable, because then I can write it down in my planner. Listen, laugh at me all you want, but that shit works. In terms of goals for my channel, I just want to push myself to post more consistently. It's easy for me to get caught up in the million other things I'm doing in my life and to not post videos. So for 2019, my goal is to post 4 videos a month. Ideally, this means a video released every week, although I understand that it might not always shake out that way, but I'm really gonna try. And lastly, I want to be more active on social media. Basically, this is a way for me to get more engaged in the BookTube and AuthorTube communities. So I want to actually leave comments when I watch videos on YouTube, and I want to be engaged with people on Twitter, and I want to post to Instagram more often. To all my subscribers out there, thank you again. Please don't forget to leave your questions down below, and I can't wait to kick ass in 2019 right along with you. New year, same outro? It's time for an awkward goodbye. Yeah, that'll do. Give you ragdoll kitty. No, you cannot be there. You're gonna be wobbling my camera. Unnecessary. Up, 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 up.